Well, we do have the opportunity to potentially knock out a Premier League side and qualify for the Carabao Cup semi-final. Hello, welcome to Club 2, Part 9 of the Global Explorer. Coming up in today's episode, we do have our Sky Bet League 1 fixture against Stockport. Then after that, we do have our Carabao Cup quarter-final tie against Aston Villa. So since the last episode, we have played quite a lot of football. I don't actually know when the last episode it was. I think it was Burton and Crystal Palace. So since then, FA Cup has started. That's going quite well. We beat Woking in the first round 1-0. Then we did narrowly beat Hereford 1-1. Well, beat them on penalties. We did play quite a straight rotated side and chucked on quite a few youngsters just to give them a little test against the National North opposition. League-wise, that's going very, very well. So a couple of draws here and there, and one defeat against Plymouth. Apart from that, we've won most of our games, and obviously, Virtue Trophy has also been going very well. We won our final league game, or like final group game against Crawley. We beat them 2-0, and thus saw us go through to the knockouts, where we started life in the knockouts with a second round win over Oxford United. So this is the league table heading into the second half of the season. So barely, not even halfway through the season. We're only 22 games here. We've still got a game in hand. 47 points on the board just after the halfway point of the season, or just before. That is absolutely amazing. Obviously, we are level on points with Grimsby, but ahead on goal difference. But that game in hand is absolutely crucial. It is still so tight. A couple of defeats and we're slipping down the table, but a few wins and we could create a bit of a points gap. But like, hopefully we could do against Stockport. So this is the lineup. It will be Pedro in goal, a back four of Hamilton, Gilchrist, Abbott and Soriano. Unfortunately, we do have two players at the African Cup of Nations, and that is Abdoulaye Kamara and Shinani Silva, both representing Guinea and Cape Verde respectively. So massive good luck to them. I guarantee you they'll be back for the next episode, because I suspect they'll be both out in the group stages. So it's Pedro in goal, made the back four, Hamilton, Gilchrist, Abbott and Soriano is going to get a run of game time. Hopefully he can try and fulfill some of that potential. Decent League One player, potentially Premier League. Then we've got Kelly at the base of the midfield, and ahead of him we've got Price and Richards, Young on the right, Rod on the left. Then we've got Josh Beggs, who has grabbed a couple goals now. 2 goals, 2 assists. Still not enough, but he's got 2 weeks until the start of the transfer window, but before we potentially think about trying to get him a loan move, or either just sell him on permanently, because we need to start getting goals in him. It's snowing up in Stockport, wherever that is. I think it's just outside Manchester, or it might even be in Manchester, but it's snowing. It is December, so I do very much expect it to be snowing, even though we don't get much snow in England at all. Very much wanted a blue moon, but Soriano potentially will have a throw down the left-hand side, and potentially a very attacking area for Ron. Plays the ball to Dawson Hamilton. That was a great strike, and that should have been in the back of the net, but very unfortunate. But we do win a corner, which Ron will whip in, tries to get it towards the back post, falls to Abbott, now to Young, now to Ron again. Oh my god, he nearly finds the top left-hand corner, but unfortunately gets denied by the crossbar, but it did go out for a throw-in, which didn't really come to much. Okay, it went out for throw-ins for Stockport, so it didn't really matter in the end. But first 15 minutes, we have started very, very lively. I think it's only a matter of time before we get our first goal of the game. Burns now to Gomez. Is that Carlos Mendes Gomez? I feel like it might be. He's an EFL legend, in my opinion. That's not because he plays for Exeter in real life. Oh my god, that was another decent chance for Alex Ruon. He is getting so close. Is that Carlos Mendes Gomez, or am I just imagining it? Claudio Gomez. I don't think it's a... It might be a distant cousin, but I don't think he's any relation to him at all. It's just, I think it's just a coincidence that they both initials are CG, which is quite ironic. That is. And Josh Beggs, I've only just realised this. Josh Beggs has the squad number 4. He's a striker, not a midfielder or a defender even, though he can play in defence. But he's got the squad number 4. We do strange things at West Brom, we really do. I don't know why we've given him that. I don't know what my assistant manager was thinking, because I certainly would not have done anything like that. It just seems a bit weird. We'll definitely have to get that changed if he's still here next season, because there's no way we can change it mid-season. He's gonna have to stick with it. Maybe that's why he's performing so badly, because he's got the squad number 4, and these strikers don't usually have 4. It's usually 9 or some other higher number. And Isaac Price with the effort, but unfortunately couldn't quite get it on target. But with 20 minutes left to go on for first half, we've had 10 shots through on target, whereas Stockport have only had 1, and that shot was on target, but it didn't really lead to much. Well, I don't think it was that threatening. At least it wasn't highlight worthy. Gilchrist does head it out, and Josh Beggs has got the ball. He's got space to run into, finds Paul Young. He's got sort of space to run into. Now Young dribbles past the defender, has a chance to put the ball into the box, finds Hamilton, back to Young. That's got to be a goal, surely? Goal line technology, VAR? Can we see something like that? I don't think so. Is that Lewis Gallerby? I've never heard of him. I've always Lewis Gallerby for former of West Ham, but he's not right back at all. I just realised that. Richards has got the ball now to Soriano. Veron has got the ball. Can we just put the ball into the mixer? We've got barely seconds left to go off the first half, and that was a decent opportunity. But highlight still goes on. Hamilton just put the ball into the box. Oh my God. How is it? I struggle to believe how it's still 0-0. We created so many chances. It happens almost every game. We create lots of chances, but the outcome is we only score like 1 or 2 goals and struggle to get past the team we are playing with, which in all honesty, we should be better than by now, because we've had like at least 3 or 4 decent chances where potentially we should have had at least 1 goal by now, but no. It is still goalless, but hopefully that first goal will come. Hopefully within the next 15 minutes. If not, prepare yourself, because this is going to be a smash and grab, I reckon. And Divine is through a goal. That's a bit of a weird way to spell his name. Alfie E. Divine. Absolutely bonkers, but unfortunately we are 1-0 down, which in a match where we don't deserve to be losing, because we've had 11 shots through on target. Stockport, 3 shots through on target. Yes, all 3 of their shots have been on target, but yeah, I don't know how we are losing this game. This happens every game. It really does. It's really quite frustrating, and I think Young is going to make way for Robert Jonas. I think Rhea Brewster also comes off for Josh Beggs, and I think Isaac Price is also going to come off for Callum Mera. Come on. 30 minutes left to play. It's 1-0 down. Let's drop a little bit of encouragement, just in hope we can get at least a point today, and that would be ideal. I don't really want to be losing this, because we've been in quite good form this month. November was a bit of a tricky month, but we got back into decent form by the end of it. 15 minutes left to go, and we are possibly aiming for another defeat, or we're certainly going towards that. I'm hoping it doesn't happen. 10 minutes left to go. We are going to make a couple more changes. Gilchrist is going to make way for Drake, and I think we're going to get on Barry for Kelly. I think that'll be the only changes, all the changes we shall make. That will be all the changes we shall make, because that's all 5 subs used up. 5 minutes left to go. Come on, can we just get a late highlight for Ron? Plays the ball to Richards. He put the ball in a decent area, the right area as well, but just unfortunately no one can get on the end of it. Sorry, Arno, you were running around like an absolute madman there. You should have just played the pass earlier. Robert Jonas has got the ball. Will he make an opportunity out of something? He has the shot. Whether that was the right option, I don't know. If he got in, absolute worldie, but I think he probably should have looked for the pass. I thought Ron was going to create something there, but there is another highlight, but it is with Stockport, who have the ball now to Divine. Can we just get the ball back, please? Can somebody put in a tackle? I don't like where this is going. I don't like this at all. Congreve, Soriano, let's go on potentially one final attack where we lose the ball, and Thompson is through, and it's a good save from Salpeter. Obviously, our well-known goalkeeper. Absolutely pivotal save that is, but I suspect there's not going to be any more chances, and I mean, we've been FM'd. 22 shots, 7 on target, an XG of 1.87. Stockport, 5 shots, 5 on target, an XG of 0.61. We threw that game away. We had plenty of chances. We're useless in front of goals. Every game, or at least most games, we create lots of chances. Yes, we struggled to score many goals, even though in the previous game we put 4 past Birmingham. Absolutely. None of it makes any sense. It really doesn't. So hopefully, I want to say hopefully we can get back to winning base, but I don't think it's going to be, I think it's very much a impossible task. But let's see if we can beat Aston Villa. The line-up for our match against Aston Villa in the Carabao Cup quarter-final will be Panda in goal. Back 4 of Casanova, Gilchrist, Abbott and Soriano. Kelly at the base of their midfield. Then we've got Mirror and Price in front of him. Then we've got Young out on the right, Veron in the middle. Then we're going with Rhea and Brewster up front in the hope he can bag us a hat-trick and send us through to the semi-final. Brewster, 13 goals, 5 assists. I feel like he probably should start every game, but obviously he is 30 years old, and I do want to give Begsy a lot more chances to try and get more goals, but every time he gets a decent opportunity, I feel like he just doesn't have enough confidence when he gets that opportunity. So I do feel like I am leaning towards sending him out on loan, whether that's to a League 2 club or a National League club, just to get some decent game time, because he's not going to get it in, especially when Bruce is knocking goals, not in for fun, but he does get a goal at least every 3 or 4 games. That's all I want to say, which is a decent outgoing thing. But I think potentially if we could just get a goal here, I know it's a West Brom Aston Villa. They're both teams in Birmingham actually, so it is a realistically it's a local derby. It's not a big rivalry, not like Aston Villa Birmingham, not as big as that, but still it's a local derby, local rivalry. So hopefully we can try and get at least 1 goal. Looking at the stats, we've actually created a lot of chances. As if anyone wouldn't expect that. We create lots of chances every game, but I suspect we're not going to score a goal, are we? If we could get a goal this first half, which has been quite quiet, which I would completely take as a positive, a quiet first half, then hopefully the second half will be quiet as well. Get into penalty so we can beat Aston Villa on a penalty shootout. That is the absolute plan. We haven't had any highlights at all this first half. It's been quite boring, which obviously I will take. I'm glad it's still 0-0 and not like 1-0 to Aston Villa or 2-0, which they've got a decent squad. They've got full first team. They've got the likes of Rice, Rogers, Ian Martin at the back, and a few other players. Is that Elliot Anderson? Yeah, so they've got a lot of decent players, and some players I've never even heard of, especially that right back. Never heard of him. I suspect he's probably a new gen of some kind. Elliot Anderson plays the ball to Matson. The cuts inside. Rice. Now to Darvish. Can we just possibly get the ball and stop them from going 1-0 up? And better, that is a great save to deny Declan Rice for his first goal of the game. We've got half an hour left to go. We're holding Aston Villa to 0-0 at the moment, which is a decent result. I'll take this. Take this all day long. If it takes Aston Villa to the 90th minute to score, I'll be happy with that. We are going to make a couple of changes. For Ron, both of our wingers are absolutely shattered. We've only got one on the bench. Young is going to make way for Jonas. We'll move Brewster out onto the left. We'll get on Josh Beggs up front. I would like to get on Kamara, but unfortunately, he is, as explained before, he is at the African Cup of Nations. Hopefully, he is back in time for the next round, and hopefully for the third round of the FA Cup, which is a big game. That will be coming up in tomorrow's episode. We're actually up against Spurs, so another Premier League side. So if we don't win today, we have another chance to cause another cup upset against Tottenham Hotspur. Josh Beggs has found space. He's got no one lurking in the middle, but he goes back to Jonas, cuts inside. It goes onto the left foot, and unfortunately, it's a great strike, but couldn't quite find the back of net. That was a decent ball. Aston Villa have given us a corner. Don't know what that was all about, but that was a brilliant opportunity to have taken the lead. I feel like if we had got a goal there, I reckon we'd probably go on to win the game. My God, they brought on Erdegaard. They're not messing around, are they? I didn't see him sneak onto the pitch. When did he sign for them? I mean, look at that midfield. Ellie Anderson, Declan Rice, Martin Erdegaard. That's a midfield fit for any title-deciding Premier League team. We're going to make a couple more changes. Casanova is not going to come off. We're going to get a price for Richards, and I think we will also get on Lecky Drake. He's going to come on for Alfie Gilchrist. 5 minutes left to go, and it looks like it is going to be heading to a penalty shootout unless there's a late goal for West Bromwich Albion, which there might be. We've got 20 seconds left to go. Pedder has got the ball. If we can get the ball upfield and don't give the ball away, Soriano. Now to Abbott, I suspect we are just going to run down the clock unless we are going to concede a late goal. Rice has got the ball now to Barde Carsley, and it is going to penalty shootout. I'm just going to let my assistant manager decide who takes the penalties, but let's see what happens. Martin Erdegaard is the first penalty taker for Aston Villa. Steps up against 6'4" Sal Pedder. Come on, please. Erdegaard scores it. I mean, if we lose today, I'm not going to be disappointed because I feel like we have to go out of the Carabao Cup because, I mean, our schedule recently has just been crazy. We're playing like 8-9 games a month, which is absolutely absurd. The players, they haven't had like a midweek rest in absolute ages. And Rhea Brewster has missed our first penalty of the game, but it's still early. Still early the second penalty now, but Pedder, you need to save us. But Declan Rice is stepping up. I'm pretty sure he is going to put this one into the back of the net. He absolutely fires it into the roof of it, and it is 2-0 to Aston Villa. I dread to think if we don't score this penalty, I do think we're going to go out, and this penalty shootout is going to end very, very quickly. Mera steps up, he scores it. 2-1. We have the deficit, which is a good thing, but still need them to miss, which is easier said than done. I don't know. Either Pedder's going to save one, or we need them to absolutely sky one into the stands. Darvic steps up. Pedder, unfortunately, does dive in the right direction, but couldn't quite get anything on the ball. We do need to put another penalty into the back of there, which Casanova is going to take. Come on, former Exeter player. Come on, score this. Casanova does score it, sends the goalkeeper diving in the complete opposite direction. We are still 3-2 with 2 penalties left to go. If Aston Villa miss, we score. It's pretty much sudden death for the last penalty. Harvey Elliott will step up for the 4th penalty for Villa. Oh my God, he's missed it. Pedder has made an absolute save. Whether that penalty was actually even going in, I don't care. Pedder's made an absolute brilliant save, and if we score this, it's level terms and it's sudden death. Abbott will take. He's scored quite a few penalties for us this season. Will he score another one? Yes, he does. Come on. I can feel it in my bones. Whatever feeling that is, but it's a good feeling. Pedder has another chance to be a hero yet again. Come on. Martson steps up. I don't know what he's like at penalties. I hope he misses it. He does it. He puts it into the bottom left-hand corner, and we have to score this. If we score it, we're still in it. If we miss it, we are out of the Carabao Cup. It's been the dream cup run this year. We've never actually been this far in the Carabao Cup yet this save, even with Weston-Super-Mare. Richards, absolutely brilliant penalty, absolutely superb that is. What a guy, what a man, what a player, and what a penalty as well. Pedder, another chance for you to be the hero. Can you save this one? Elliot Anderson, it's another tough penalty taker. It really is. There's been no easy ones. Oh my god, Sal Pedder, you unlucky man. So unlucky. Fingertips, he almost got a hand to it, but he was just fingertips away, but I couldn't quite keep out. Daniel Kelly steps up for the equalising penalty. That's a terrible penalty. That really is. Straight at the goalkeeper. I'm disappointed with that penalty, but I think we did very well against Aston Villa. We could potentially should have Robert Jonas had a decent chance in the 70th minute, but losing on penalties. I take it. I would take it. It could have gone either way, but it's fine. Yeah, not too bad. We got to the quarterfinal. That's actually not too bad. We're like the 8th best team in England, if you can count that. If we can get to the quarterfinal in the FA Cup, that would be lovely. But that match will be coming up in the next episode. So in the next episode, we'll be playing Spurs in the FA Cup third round. Then I think we'll probably come back. We'll see. We'll probably come back for a match after that. So I suspect in the next episode we will also be playing against Huddersfield. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel for more Daily Football Manager videos, and thank you very much for watching.